Tonight on your DC News Now at 6, getting answers. Police now releasing the name of the man who was shot and killed during an officer-involved shooting on Saturday afternoon. Why police say the officer was justified. Plus, Metro reducing wait times. Why you can expect your morning commute to be much shorter. Your News at 6 starts right now, but first, here's meteorologist Scott Sumner.
And Max, we've had plenty of clouds around today and some showers. Seeing some light rain in D.C. and surrounding areas, seeing some showers as well. How long will it continue? I'll talk about that and your full 7-day forecast, which has a heat wave in it, coming up.
All right, Scott, thank you, and welcome to DC News Now at 6. I'm Max Marcella. We're going to begin tonight in D.C., where D.C. Metropolitan Police, they need your help finding a man wanted for armed robbery. The D.C. Metropolitan Police are asking for your help, and take a look at this photo of the suspect on your screen, taken by a surveillance camera. The robbery took place Saturday at 5 p.m. Police say the suspect entered a store on Alabama Avenue, at which point he pulled out a handgun and proceeded to rob the store. MPD is asking for you to contact them if you know about his whereabouts or if you have any tips that could lead to his arrest. Now an update to a story we've been tracking since yesterday. D.C. police has identified and released the name of a suspect killed in a shooting involving a department officer yesterday afternoon. The man, named as 31-year-old Kevin Hartgrave Sherd of Southeast D.C. Police say Hartgrave Sherd was shot by an officer after he brandished a gun at police officers after allegedly running from a drive-by shooting a few blocks away. MPD also says at least 2 other suspects were in the car at the time of the shooting, but were able to escape arrest. That is prompting a search spanning across the DMV.
So our patrol, our visibility is going to be a reaction to that, but also our investigators are diligently working on piecing this together, because the best way to get shooters off the street is by perfecting criminal investigations and getting them arrested.
PD also said that the officer who shot Hartgrave Sherd was wearing a body camera and has been put on administrative leave. At least 4 guns were recovered from the scene. Tonight, our reporter Yamari Sase sits down for an exclusive interview with the Hartgrave Sherd's sister with her plea for transparency. A shooting, this one that happened on Alabama Avenue Southeast in D.C. on Friday. Detectives with the Metropolitan Police Department say they now know the vehicle the shooters were driving when 2 victims were shot. 1 woman was injured. A man died from his wounds. The vehicles police are looking for, you can see there on your screen. It is a 2005 GMC Yukon Denali. Police say it also has Maryland tags reading A279711. Police are offering up to $25,000 for anyone who can provide a tip that leads to the arrest of the shooters. Tonight, a man behind bars after police say he shot his roommate following a dispute in Vienna, Virginia. Fairfax County Police responded to a call about a shooting in Vienna, Virginia yesterday afternoon. Police say the shooting occurred inside the home, which both men shared. The victim was taken to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The roommate has been arrested, but it's not yet clear what caused the shooting. Tonight, we have pictures of D.C. Fire and Emergency Services putting out a fire at the DuPont Circle Metro. D.C.'s bravest were called in to take care of an electrical fire at the station. There have been no injuries. And now tonight, in the courtroom, a mother from Columbia, Maryland will now spend the next 30 years behind bars after she was found guilty of asphyxiating her newborn baby. This is Moira Akers. You see her there on your screen. She is 41 years old, and she was found guilty by a Howard County Circuit Court jury of second-degree murder and first-degree child abuse. All right, so here's what happened. Back in November of 2018, Akers was taken to the hospital. Now, at that time, it was unclear she had already given birth to a baby back at her home. Police started to investigate. They went back to Akers' house, and they found a newborn baby boy dead inside of a zipped plastic bag underneath a blanket in a closed closet area. Akers then told investigators the baby was stillborn, but after a second look by the chief medical examiner, it turns out the infant was healthy, full-term, and alive at birth. The medical examiner instead ruled the cause of death as asphyxiation. Now, after the jury's verdict, it was announced. State attorney For Howard County, Rich Gibson, he said, and you see it there, quote, "After 3.5 years of working on this case, we are grateful the jury found Ms. Akers guilty of this heinous crime, and we were able to obtain justice for baby Akers." The woman charged with shooting her husband inside the five-star Mandarin Oriental Hotel for now is behind bars. The decision came after Shantiri Weems' first court appearance on Friday. Our reporter in the courtroom says that the family of Weems was overcome with emotion after they learned her fate. All of this is coming after the 50-year-old shot her husband, James Weems Jr., while they were arguing over accusations of child abuse. Shantiri Weems operates a daycare in Owings Mills, Maryland, and she received complaints from several parents that her husband had abused children at the daycare. When she confronted her husband at the hotel about the accusations, things escalated quickly. She shot him in the neck and in the leg. Now, Weems' lawyer says it was all in self-defense, but she is still being charged with assault with the intent to kill. Meanwhile, her husband, James, was arrested and is in the hospital, but he is facing 13 charges of abuse.
If she is not released tomorrow, there's a likelihood that she will sit inside of that prison cell or that jail cell until her case is adjudicated, until the outcome of her case, which can be upwards to 2 years.
All right, there you see some more of that scene from that shooting. Okay, we're going to Western Maryland now, where a former middle school teacher who's accused of sending an inappropriate photo of herself to one of her previous students has pleaded guilty in court. Valley Lawver is 29 years old. She pled guilty after sending the inappropriate photo of herself to a former male student back in 2018. According to court documents, it was a picture of her face and exposed breasts. Now, at the time, she was a teacher at Western Heights Middle School in Hagerstown. Lawver will now serve 2 years of unsupervised probation under the special condition that she does not have any contact with unrelated minors unless it's supervised. Metro is adding more trains on the Blue, Orange, and Silver lines starting tomorrow. To begin the month of August, trains will run every 15 minutes on weekdays, but because many stations are served by at least 2 lines, officials say the wait for a train should be no longer than 5 to 8 minutes. Metro hopes that by September it will have enough cars on the tracks to offer this improved wait time on weekends as well. Metro's new general manager and CEO, Randy Clark, says his goal is to restore confidence in the transit system. There's a nationwide recall for Banana Boat's hair and scalp sunscreen. An internal review at the company Edgewell Personal Care found that the product contained high levels of benzene, which can cause cancer. The recall only applies to 6-ounce spray bottles with the expiration dates of December 2022, February 2023, or April 2024. The company says that if you have any of these cans, you are advised to throw them away immediately. Tonight, NBA Hall of Famer and civil rights activist Bill Russell has passed away at the age of 88. Russell's family went on social media and announced his death today. They did not share a specific cause of death. The 88-year-old Russell was a 5-time MVP, 12-time All-Star with the Boston Celtics. After retiring from the game, he became the coach for the Celtics, becoming the first black coach of any major sports team in the U.S. Russell also had close ties to the civil rights movement, marching on Washington with Martin Luther King Jr. and supporting Muhammad Ali after he refused to take part in the military draft. What you're seeing there is 2011 video when Russell received the Congressional Medal of Freedom from then-President Barack Obama. Russell's family said a memorial service will be announced in the coming days.
All right, good Sunday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Scott Sumner. Temperatures outside right now, they're a little cooler out towards the west, in the 60s here. Middle and upper 60s like Winchester, Kaiser, Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Cumberland. However, once you hit around that I-270, I-70 corridor and then points east, we start to warm up into the lower and the middle 70s, and in some cases like Waldorf, upper 70s, and Lexington Park and Annapolis, you're still at 80 and 81 degrees respectively there. Now, we do have plenty of clouds around and some showers building in, but these were the highs today. We're looking at temperatures pretty much into the 80s all across the region. Manassas 81, Fredericksburg 79, Culpeper at 76, Luray at 76, and Woodstock coming in at 74 degrees. And this is the latest satellite radar perspective over the last couple of hours. As you notice, around 12 or so Not much in the way of any shower activity as it continues to move from the southwest to the northeast, but pretty much what we're seeing right now live is what the forecast models yesterday, our future tracker, showed you for today, and pretty much the timing is right on, spot on here. So that bodes well for our future model, futurecast model. And you can see the showers extend all the way down to our southern viewing region towards Fredericksburg and Culpeper and Luray. Rainfall totals, as you note here, have not been that great over the last 24 hours. Whatever rain has fallen has been fairly light, although Winchester, you seem to come in, at least with these particular numbers, the highest here at just a little under a half an inch. Otherwise, you'll be seeing roughly a quarter an inch or less worth of rain the last 24 hours, and we'll have a little bit more rain tonight before we actually get into some dry weather and some heat building in. As you note here, 7 o'clock, temperatures holding into the middle 70s, lower 70s once we get to the wee hours of the morning, and we could have some fog building in across the area. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm is on the lower side of things, but showers, as you note, are in the forecast. We'll talk more about tonight's weather and what to expect to start a new work week coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Scott, thank you. And also coming up after the break, a member of the Supreme Court is speaking publicly for the first time since the overturning of Roe versus Wade. A look at what he said and the backlash next. And what a new study has found on the amount of credit card debt here in D.C. We'll have more on that after the break. You're watching DC News Now at 6.